Hey, good afternoon. I've posted previously about overextending ourselves and some of the consequences of buying into the behavior of reaching too far and committing too much, being out of balance. A phrase that I found a few years ago that has stuck with me, that I have also heard recently multiple times, is putting 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound bag. It's kind of a different way of thinking of it, and it always makes me laugh when I hear it because it conjures up multiple images, whether it's Lucille Ball and the chocolate coming off the conveyor belt and stuffing her mouth full of chocolate, or the image of frantically trying to put as many things into a small bag as possible and that overflow. There's kind of a mindset or a belief that we buy into, though, that we can put 10 pounds of stuff into a 5-pound bag. And you can use whatever adjective, whatever noun, whatever descriptor for excrement or fecal matter that you want to be able to put that 10 pounds of stuff into that 5-pound bag. But how often do you find yourself trying to do that on a daily basis? Whether it's committing to tasks or committing to events, or whether it's just putting too many things on your to-do list, where is it that you believe that you can fit more stuff into a day? In our work environment and in our culture and in our recreation, we start to believe and buy into that we can do more with less. And there's a tipping point. Yes, there is an effectiveness and a productivity, but there's a tipping point where we convince ourselves that we can actually put more stuff into that smaller bag. And that becomes a negative thing, where that belief system then brings us to a perpetual motion where we're constantly trying to put more in than we actually can, where it does not become safe anymore, and we risk increased anxiety, increased pressure, increased perfectionism, increased risk of failure by not being able to get all of the things done or to get any of the things done well. My ask is for you to take a look at yourself. Where do you do this? I do it. I believe that you probably do it in some fashion. Where are you overcommitting? Where are you convincing yourself that you can do more with less? And where are you extending beyond the tipping point of having too much to fit into one space? The antidote to this is slowing down. Part of the solution becomes trying to do something well instead of trying to do too much. My ask is to slow down and take a look at that this week. Where is it that you're trying to put 10 pounds of stuff into a 5-pound bag? And what are the disadvantages for you in doing that? And how can you slow down and reduce in order to be more effective at what you're doing? It might be getting 2 5-pound bags. But how are you going to make that happen instead of trying to constantly cram overflow into too small of a space? As always, I'd be happy to continue this conversation. Please feel free to comment below. I'm John Rhoads. This is Rhoads Life Coaching. I hope you're able to find purpose and meaning in daily life.